That's right. We finally are watching the live action Snow White. Well, at least I'm gonna have it play in the background and see if I can find any interest throughout the film. This was me not going to see it in theaters, watching it in streaming to see if it's still even worth watching here or if it was not worth my time at all. This is me after watching it, took some notes throughout. Look at me going over each one. I'm reading through my notes as best as possible. But keep drinking water is beneficial for your health and hydration. The earth is mostly made out of water, so we humans therefore should replenish ourselves. We're mostly made out of. Keep drinking water now. So we start off with the family story in the intro, feeling kind of soulless and boring. Predictable, I know. It was hard to really keep up with what was even happening, and then we meet the evil queen, which she seems to have jealousy issues. She's envious because she's not the fairest of them all. That's right. When interacting with Snow White, evil queen seems to be keeping it all in, with her expressions being kind of, "Hey, Snow White." It's exactly what I get from her. It's weird vibes all the way around. It's like, it just feels different from the original. Like, the movie's a little bit different. Like, the vibes you get, and spoiler alert, the original is better than the live action. I confirmed it, all right? Then the mirror mentioned that obviously Snow White is more fairer than her. Like, she has more fairness. Equality matters. Of course, the huntsman that I don't remember from the original, the huntsman wasn't really sent by anyone, but the evil queen in the live action does send this huntsman. He's black, and of course, it doesn't really feel threatening because he seems more nervous than the other guy who felt like a threat. He doesn't even seem like a threat. Right. And then, for some reason, I just clued this in here for random. Snow White goes for a little swim. Happy summer, everyone. Okay, Snow White stumbles upon a small house led by a friendly deer. CGI, by the way. Stumbles upon a small house and rests on one of the unattended beds inside. And then guess what happens after that? Like the original, the dwarfs. Best reveal in animation CGI history. The CGI dwarves! We get to see the dwarfs. The ugly little peasants. And then, of course, after seeing those guys, Grumpy has a problem with Dopey, right? Like, we have a problem with him, and he already looks like the worst out of all of them, right? He's the worst of them all. Oh yeah, let's not forget about the fact that the evil queen pulls an apple and begins singing too. It had to become a musical itself. Like, the dwarves, they have all their singing moments. They're all pretty bad and trash musical. I mean, I will give it to Rachel Zegler. Her singing performance was at least doable compared to the rest. Telling you, these musical songs are just so mid. I'm not really interested. It's making me less interested in the actual movie. And my eyes are looking directly away from the TV screen. I gotta take another sip of that water because it's a lot to read. Well, it's not really a whole lot to read, but still. Let's still water, keep drinking water. Anyway, so Snow White is looking for her father, who is dead, of course. So we meet this person named Jonathan, a peasant. I don't remember, I don't pay attention. So here we are, they meet up, and it's like the musical is the reason why it's actually hard to follow with the plot and the story entirely, I'm telling you. And the knights are coming. Snow White is obviously who they're looking for, so Jonathan lets her go for a moment so he can tell them where she is, but decides to fight instead, and they attack Jonathan. And let's get forward to now this moment where this one guy with a crossbow, when Jonathan and the others are just having their moment together with Snow White. Snow White is directly in the aim, but then as the shot is hit, Jonathan notices and takes the shot to his chest. I think it was directly at the chest, not the heart. So now we get to the dwarves again, which the Doc Dwarf, I believe, is who the one revives Jonathan. So Jonathan eventually is cured and he's alive again. Good on them. And then we meet up with the evil queen, who transforms into this old lady.
A child?
Very familiar. Like the original movie, that old lady was freaky. This one from the live action, I don't know. It just seemed like my old grandma. Anyways, and this old lady hands Snow White a poisonous apple. You probably already know what happens. My neck popped, like my neck cracked doing that. So, and then of course we meet up with the initial huntsman and Jonathan. They both got arrested into this cell, and now they both have to escape. The huntsman assists with Jonathan, and they escape that prison. And now, of course, eventually Jonathan finds out. And you want to know how he helps her with that? Because she isn't going to die. It's about Snow White, right? The movie. That's right. She gets kissed on the lips by Jonathan. And about like 30 seconds later, she's alive.
Wait for it. She's gonna start waking up in like literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was perfect! Eventually, after that, Snow White meets the evil queen at her castle to confront her about this. And let's just say Snow White basically reminds the people what they're living for, and yeah, that's the whole premise.
What's my rating on Snow White live action? It's a 2 out of 10. Very forgettable characters. The action sequences were just bland, and it's just a mixed mess all the way around. I didn't really care about it. The musicals were just mid at best. And yeah, with that being said, it's definitely not going to be higher than the original by any means. So go check that out. It was not worth watching it even at home.
That was the Snow White live action official watch, so I don't have to watch this ever again. I mean that.